Greetings and salutations once again. It is time for the second entry in the WWPC tourney finals. This is a best out of 5 between Mr. Smith and TA4Life. Cybern versus Cybern Mirror on the Crimson Feud. This is an awesome little map. I have casted it once before and played on it a couple of times. You've got Reclaim in the center. All of these terrain options around, most of which can be run over the top of. And it tends to split up your land forces. You need a ton of spam, and there is plenty of opportunity for run-bys and flanking. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and jump into this match and see what these guys do to handle this map. Mr. Smith, there is a very close hydro here for both players that will allow you to build early air if you wish, but it looks like Mr. Smith has opted to go for triple land first and then air. Lots and lots and lots of land. TA4Life looks like he may actually be laying down the groundwork for an air factory early. See what he cues. Nope. 4 land factories. He is one-upping Mr. Smith, saying if you build 3, I will build 4 because more is better all the time. Got a mole running around to the back here. Mr. Smith, you are going to have a mole in your base. And it looks like he is trying to get a mole in TA's base as well. Got a mantis running down the outside edge. I am sure it is going to come over here and try to pull a denial on that engineer. TA4Life was able to kill that scout there. A little bit of micro. He is going to chase away that mantis, but he is going to take the greater portion of damage. But 3 versus 1, that mantis is going to go down with no help for it. And those 3 mantises are going to carry on over here to hopefully lie in wait and ambush this engineer that's coming down. And it will come down and they will kill it. That is going to deny this expansion to Mr. Smith. Also got some units up here. TA4Life using his superior number of land units to secure some early map control. That extra factory, and now he is building his 6th land factory and already has 2 air factories as opposed to 1 air factory and just now building the 6th land factory for Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith pulling 4 less mass, sustaining himself on Reclaim. TA a little bit low on the power side of things, and he is sustaining his massive amount of build power with Reclaim as well. Got another land factory queued. This is going to be the mantis spam to end all mantis spams. I need to figure out what the plural of mantis is because I feel like I'm going to be saying it a lot this cast. Is it manti or mantises or I don't know. Maybe mantis is the plural of mantis. I'm just going to say mantis. If anybody has a dispute with that, you can argue in the comments section. I'm sure you will. Alrighty. And a group of mantis just about face planting into this point defense here. Mr. Smith is actually doing a really good job with his point defense placement here. As you can see, that is a drop-off which funnels all of the land units into that point defense, and since it's 100% mantis spam, there's no artillery to back it up, and all of those mantis will die to that single point defense. Mr. Smith does have the gun upgrade. TA4Life does not. And also Mr. Smith has way more mantis, I think. Let's look at this real quick. He has 69 mantis as opposed to TA4Life with a whopping 21. Although TA does have a few more Medusas. So Mr. Smith is going to try to push in. We've got Tech 2 out from TA4Life. That is the reason that he does not have more Tech 1 spam. He put the eco into a Tech 2 HQ, taking the chance that he would be able to deny Mr. Smith with what he had on hand, and then those rhinos, if he can survive this huge amount of mantis, those rhinos will save him and push him into the lead, because rhinos absolutely obliterate Mantis with impunity. Although not when you're outnumbered to this degree. Poor little rhino. Alrighty. Looks like Medusa's producing over here. Going to take out those couple of units and protect this expansion over here. We have 2 Tech 1 point defense. It's going to deny these Mantises. But here come the Medusas. That is quite the blob of T1 right there. Those rhinos are going to skirt around the outside edge and probably do a pretty good job of killing them. Here come the Medusa. Is going to try to hit these Tech 1 point defense. And he's defending Medusas. Just wreck them. I think that was 4 Medusas versus about a dozen. And since the Medusa... Oh, tack launcher! There is a TML flying high directly into the base to kill a Tech 2 mass extractor, and TMD going up immediately behind it. TA does have the gun upgrade, and now the situation has turned. With that earlier Tech 2 upgrade, he was able to overwhelm the T1 spam with the use of rhinos. He's got gun upgrade on his commander, and Mr. Smith is shedding health. He is now pushed into the defensive situation that he had TA in just a little while ago. But I think he's actually in a worse position now. TA pulling in 2 different groups of Tech 2 units, going to separate Mr. Smith's units. Mr. Smith responding to the southern side, but not quickly enough, and letting these units run by. They're going to tear into his power supply. He does have some to spare, but I know he can't afford to lose all of that. And it looks like he is about to. Mr. Smith is being swarmed. TA4Life with the gun comm. All of those rhinos laying down that damage. Got drops in the back. And this is the downfall of Mr. Smith. Kaboom! There he goes. TA4Life very simply outplaying him. He had the earlier Tech 2 land. He was able to survive and deny Mr. Smith entry into his base. Quite the feat for a single Cerberus turret, as weak as those things are. And then he was able to use his rhinos to just sweep in unopposed and wipe out Mr. Smith. That is round 2, win again for TA4Life. Well, I am assuming that since all 5 matches were played, it was fairly even, but first 2 go to TA. I will see you guys momentarily for the 3rd cast.